Today we're discussing wave loading, yet another advanced technique we can use to unlock strength, size, and power gains. So what is wave loading? Wave loading is another method we can use to take advantage of post-activation potentiation, or PAP. PAP is a phenomenon by which the force exerted by a muscle is increased due to its previous contraction. Grouping sets in series, which typically consists of 2 to 3 sets per series, the client performs 2 to 3 series with each series increasing in intensity. This allows them to capitalize on the PAP effect, which is useful regardless of our goal, hypertrophy, strength, or power. So now we'll dive a little bit deeper and look into what that means. Okay, so using waves in our hypertrophy training, we're taking advantage of PAP in order to lift heavier weights for the same number of total reps. Okay, so again, lifting more weight for the same number of total reps will lead to more gains. So again, if we're looking at just straight sets here, we might do 6 sets of 8 at 72.5%. Okay, that's 48 total reps. Nothing wrong with this, right? Straight sets are awesome, but what we can do, we can manipulate the loading here, and we can go for 6 sets, we can go 10, 8, 6, 10, 8, 6. Okay, so what you'll notice here, my second set of 10 is heavier than my first set of 10 was. My second set of 8 is heavier than my first set of 8 was. And my second set of 6 is heavier than my first set of 6 was. Again, because of that potentiation effect. After I've hit this first 6 at 77.5%, if I go back and do my next set of 10 at 70 like I originally did, it's going to feel way too light, right? This has turned the nervous system on, flicked the light switch on. Now I'm going to be able to go a little bit heavier, right? Don't get too caught up in the numbers. These are just arbitrary, but they're going to help you paint a picture, right? So now I'm hitting 74% here on my next set of 10 versus that 70 I hit initially, right? Again, more weight, more gains. Same thing here. Instead of a 3x10, I could do 753, 753. And again, you can see the weights are much heavier in each subsequent set in the second series, or again, the second wave. So now using waves for strength, same thing. We're using waves in our strength training, taking advantage of PAP in order to lift heavier weights for the same number of total reps. So again, 4x6 around 78%, common prescription for strength. Nothing wrong with it, but we can go 642, 642 waves, taking advantage of that PAP effect, lifting a higher total volume load, okay? 6x3 could become 531, 531 waves, and again, 4x3 could become 321, 321 waves. Now, just a little bit of a caveat here, okay? Training for strength, and we'll see the same thing with power. If we're having an amazing day here on this 4x3 that becomes a 6x3, 2-1, 3-2-1, on that second wave, if we're actually able to hit a single at 100% and it moves well, we can add a third wave. Okay, so back with our hypertrophy waves of 10, 8, 6, for example, we're not going to add another wave because that's an extra 24 reps, right? It's a lot. But we can add another 3-2-1 wave. It's only another extra 6 reps if these are moving well, and possibly use that PAP to now hit a PR. Okay, so that's a huge advantage that we can take advantage of. Now, waves for power. These could be a little different, okay? So you'll see here again, taking advantage of PAP in order to lift heavier weights for the same number of total reps. Or, after we look at this, I'll kind of dive in deeper, okay? So again, we could do 6x3 at 50% for dynamic effort work. Maybe we're able to go 50, 52.5, 55, 52.5, 55, 57.5 on a 3-2-1, 3-2-1 wave. Or again, if we have time and the ability to do 3 waves, 3-2-1, 3-2-1, 3-2-1, we may be able to start at 50 here for our first triple, and our last single gets all the way to 60%, okay? Taking advantage of PAP yet again. Now, another thing we could do, we could keep the total percentage or bar load the same. We could do 3-2-1, 3-2-1, 3-2-1, all at 50%. But now knowing that because of these singles, and then going back to the triple again on the next wave, because of that, again, potentiation effect, we know that the next triple is going to move faster, the next double is going to move faster, etc. So that's another way that we could use that. But for now, we'll just stick with this increasing load. So again, like I said, we could go 50, 52.5, 55, 52.5, 55, 57.5, 55, 57.5, and finish with 60%. Okay? Again, keep within that 10% spread, 50 on the first set, 60 on the last. So who should use waves? Obviously, this is a much more advanced method of training and loading scheme. So again, a beginner, 1 or 2 years of lifting, maybe they don't necessarily need to use this. They'll probably be fine with straight sets and other loading methods. But once you get some time under their belt and, get their reps in, they can definitely start to incorporate wave loading into their programming. It's an excellent technique because, again, you don't need any fancy equipment. It's something that you're just performing with a barbell or dumbbells. And again, you could do this at any gym, in any facility. You just have to know how to make appropriate weight selections, okay? So again, It is a ton of workload. It requires that the athlete is neurologically efficient. They have to know how to recover properly between workouts as well because they are very taxing. The first time you use wave loading, right, on your first exposure, you should have a smaller difference or smaller jumps in intensities from set to set and wave to wave accordingly. And you may potentially not want to use them in every workout of the week. So let's say you're doing 2 upper, 2 lower a week. Maybe not all 4 workouts have waves, maybe 1 lower and 1 upper, and then the other days are still within the context of that block, if it's a strength block or a hypertrophy block, whatever, you're still training those rep ranges, but maybe you're not using waves every day of the week, okay? And again, very potent for athletes who are peaking, right? Especially those 3-2-1, 3-2-1 waves, whether for power or strength, those are very effective for peaking. So it's another population that could be using those 3-2-1 waves, okay? That's it for this week, guys. Again, as always, thanks for watching and tuning in. You can email us info@ironperformance.ca if you have any questions or you want to talk further, or you can hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Thanks, guys. See you next time.